Hi, everybody. I'm Elida Zweidler-McKay, and I'm with ZM Coach, where we're all about helping you find your next opportunity, whether that's looking for a new job somewhere else or moving up in your current organization. So I was thinking about this the other day. Years ago, my brother-in-law said to me when like LinkedIn was getting started and that kind of stuff, he said, the insidious thing about email and LinkedIn and all that is that it feels like you're doing work because you're clicking and you're typing and all that, but you're not actually getting stuff done. And that is the trap of social media. And a bunch of conversations I've had lately about online job boards and what people are doing to look for a job kind of reminded me of that. I have talked to too many people recently who have been running their job search by going onto job boards and finding job descriptions that they think sound about right and then submitting their resume. And then they're discouraged because most of the time they don't even get a response. They don't know, they might know that the resume was received, but not even always that. And they certainly don't know what kind of decision was made about their resume. Now, I know that these online systems seem like such a great idea, right? Match candidates with employers, get job postings in front of people. Seems like a great plan, right? The problem is there's still a human element in hiring, and that human element wants to know that there's someone on the other end of that hiring decision that they can trust, that they can count on. And that means that you are much more likely to get a job if you have gotten some kind of personal connection or personal lead into that position than if you're just applying online. So the other thing that I've seen is that there are a lot of people out there who are sort of halfway looking for a job. Like they haven't really made up their mind yet that they want a new job, or they kind of think they want one, but they're not really sure, or they had a bad day at work and then they go and they like submit their resume a bunch of places. And then again, they don't hear back, they don't get called in for interviews, they don't get a job. And then they start to create this story for themselves that they can't find a new job. And that just contributes to their feeling of stuckness, when the reality is that they haven't taken a productive and effective strategy for finding a new job. So they've sort of painted themselves into this corner by taking ineffective action and then treating it as if they had taken real action and using the result of that to tell themselves that they can't get what they want. That is, I think, one of the ultimate traps. And if you have found yourself in that place, or heaven forbid you're in that place, look, I get it. It's hard to take that leap and decide that you're going to really go for finding something else. It's hard to make the time to look for a new job. It can feel like it's going to take a lot of time and energy. But I promise you that the first step, when you take the first step, which is to really get clear about what you want and what you want to go for and what your options are, and then you go after that in a strategic way, a thoughtful way, it doesn't have to feel like a big waste of time or like a big time sink. It can actually be a really effective way to put yourself out there, find out what else is there, and then make the decision about whether you're going to move or not move. And that is one of the things that I help my clients with. So I've created a strategic step-by-step approach that I use with my clients to help them get clear about what they want, get clear about where they want to do it, and find those kinds of opportunities through making real, genuine connections with people. We're not talking about networking like in the olden days where you'd stand around with your glass of Chardonnay and your business cards and just try to make conversation with strangers. That doesn't work. It didn't work then and it doesn't work now. And online, it's even worse. What does work is having a really strategic approach where you're outlining who you want to talk to, why you want to talk to them, and what you're both going to get out of the conversation so that it's mutual, so that it feels good for you to be part of it. It feels good for them to be part of it. You're not going hand in hand just saying, please, can you get me a job? You're doing something much more meaningful that's going to have an impact on your career, whether you are looking for a job or not looking for a job, whether you decide to move or you decide to stay. Those kinds of connections are absolutely priceless, and they're what's going to help you get ahead. And I teach you exactly how to build them, how to make them, how to have it not feel uncomfortable, and how to have it be a natural part of what you do in your working life. So if any of this is of interest to you, if you have found yourself doodling around with maybe kind of sort of trying to find a job and then feeling discouraged because it's not really working, but you haven't really done it yet, or you've sort of been in there, or maybe you've been running for it. Maybe you've been really in there rolling up your sleeves trying to find a job, but because the way that you know to do it is through these online systems, it's just not working. Let's talk. You can reach out to me or a member of my team, and we'll get on the phone with you and we'll talk with you about where you are in your career, what's going on for you, What has you feeling stuck? And where do you want to go? And if we can help you get from here to there, we will talk to you about what that could look like and help you get there. And if not, we'll let you know that too and point you to other resources. Our goal is for you to walk away from that call with some real clarity about what's going on for you and where you want to go next and what it's going to take to get there. If that's of interest, you can book the call with us today at zmcoach.com/apply. We look forward to talking to you. Take care.